Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today we're going to be doing an in-depth analysis on Amazon stock, Amazon, and we're going to be taking a look at the news as well as the chart data. Now, looking at the current news, there's been a lot of discussion about Amazon's stock price heading into 2025, with analysts predicting double-digit growth. One major driver for this optimism is Amazon's cloud computing division, AWS, which has been seeing strong momentum and is expected to continue growing. Another positive factor is Amazon's retail sales, which are also showing positive trends. However, it's important to note that there are also some potential headwinds for Amazon, such as an antitrust lawsuit filed by the Federal Trade Commission. The lawsuit accuses Amazon of using its market power to inflate prices and overcharge merchants, which could have a negative impact on the company's long-term profitability. Despite this legal challenge, analysts are generally bullish on Amazon, with many predicting a 13% revenue growth and a 66% EPS growth for the company in 2024. For 2025, analysts are expecting a more moderate 11% revenue growth and a 23% EPS growth. The P/E ratio for Amazon is currently at 46.27, which is below its 5-year average of 75.63, suggesting that the stock could be undervalued. Overall, the news surrounding Amazon is mixed, with both positive and negative factors to consider. The antitrust lawsuit is a significant concern, but the strong growth in AWS and retail sales is a positive sign. Let's take a look at the chart data to see if we can find any correlations between the news and the price action. Looking at the daily chart for Amazon, we see a clear uptrend since the beginning of the year. The stock has been steadily climbing, making new highs along the way, and it has recently surpassed its 2021 peak. This suggests that investors are confident in AMZN's future prospects, despite the antitrust lawsuit. However, if we zoom in on the last few months, we see that the price action has been more volatile. We see a couple of significant dips in the price, which could be attributed to the news surrounding the antitrust lawsuit. But overall, the uptrend remains intact, and the stock is still trading above its 50-day and 200-day moving averages. This suggests that the bullish sentiment is still prevalent among investors. It's worth noting that the stock has been consolidating recently, trading within a range of roughly $125 to $145. This consolidation could be a sign that the stock is preparing for a breakout, either to the upside or the downside. We'll need to watch the price action closely over the next few weeks to see how this consolidation plays out. Let's take a look at the hourly chart for Amazon to get a better understanding of the short-term price action. Here we see a more pronounced consolidation pattern, with the stock trading within a range of about $190 to $195. The price action has been choppy in recent days, with several failed attempts to break out of this range. This choppy price action could be a sign that investors are uncertain about the future direction of Amazon. It's also worth noting that the hourly chart is showing a bearish divergence, with the price making new highs while the RSI is making lower highs. This is a bearish signal that suggests that the price is likely to trend downwards in the near term. However, it's important to remember that this is a short-term signal, and the overall daily chart is still showing a bullish trend. We'll need to wait and see if this bearish divergence plays out on the hourly chart, or if the stock eventually breaks out of its consolidation range on the daily chart. Now let's zoom in on the 15-minute chart for Amazon to get a sense of the very short-term price action. Here we see that the price has been consolidating within a very tight range of about $191 to $192. This is a classic sign of a stock that is in a state of indecision. The short-term price action has been very choppy, with several failed attempts to break out of this range. It's hard to say whether the stock is going to trend upwards or downwards in the immediate future. We'll need to watch the price action closely over the next few minutes to see if there are any signs of a breakout. If the stock breaks out to the upside, it could be a sign that the bearish divergence on the hourly chart has been invalidated. However, if the stock breaks out to the downside, it could be a sign that the bullish sentiment is fading. Looking at the entire daily chart for Amazon, we can see some interesting price levels that we should keep an eye on. First, the $125 level is a potential support level. The price has bounced off this level several times in the past, and it could provide support again if the price drops. On the other side, the $145 level is a potential resistance level. The price has struggled to break above this level in recent weeks, and it could cap the upside potential in the near term. It's important to remember that these are just potential support and resistance levels, and the price could break through them at any time. But these are areas that we should keep an eye on when deciding whether to buy or sell Amazon. Zooming in on the daily chart from May to July 2023, we see a significant uptrend, driven by a combination of factors. One factor was the positive news surrounding AMZN's Q2 earnings report, which exceeded expectations. Another factor was the excitement surrounding AI, which was seen as a potential growth driver for the company. However, the price action took a sharp turn downwards in late July, potentially due to concerns about consumer price sensitivity. This led to a dip in the price, which bottomed out at around $125. The stock has since rebounded, but the downward trend in July is a reminder that the market can turn quickly. Now, let's switch back to the hourly chart for Amazon. We're going to narrow in on the hourly chart from September 9th, 2024 to September 11th, 2024. This time frame shows a particularly interesting range of candles. During this time frame, the price action was particularly volatile. We see several failed attempts to break out of the consolidation range. This suggests that investors were struggling to decide whether to buy or sell the stock. The price eventually broke out to the upside, but the breakout was short-lived. The price quickly fell back down to the consolidation range, suggesting that the bullish sentiment was weak. This price action highlights the importance of watching the price action closely over the short term. If the stock is consolidating for an extended period of time, it could be a sign that investors are uncertain about the future direction of the stock. Now, switching back to the 15-minute chart, we can see that the price action has been even more volatile. This volatility could be a sign that investors are uncertain about the future direction of the stock in the very short term. We can see that the price has been trading within a narrow range, but it has been struggling to break out of this range in either direction. This could be a sign that the stock is about to make a big move, but it's hard to say which way it will go. We'll need to watch the price action closely over the next few minutes to see if there are any signs of a breakout. If the stock breaks out to the upside, it could be a sign that the bullish sentiment is still strong. However, if the stock breaks out to the downside, it could be a sign that the bearish sentiment is gaining momentum. To recap, we have identified some key price levels to watch when trading Amazon. On the daily chart, the $125 level is a potential support level, and the $145 level is a potential resistance level. The recent consolidation pattern could be a sign that the stock is preparing for a breakout, either to the upside or the downside. On the hourly chart, we see a bearish divergence, which suggests that the price is likely to trend downwards in the near term. However, the overall daily chart is still showing a bullish trend. On the 15-minute chart, we see a very tight consolidation pattern, which suggests that investors are uncertain about the future direction of the stock in the very short term. We'll need to watch the price action closely over the next few minutes to see if there are any signs of a breakout. Overall, Amazon is a complex stock with both bullish and bearish signals. The antitrust lawsuit is a significant concern, but the strong growth in AWS and retail sales is a positive sign. We'll need to watch the price action closely over the next few weeks to see how the stock develops.